so that was a pretty long intro, so I am just going to go right into the tutorial and show you the palette first. So this is what the palette looks like once you open it. It's a gorgeous palette, and I really think that any makeup lover collector should definitely add this one to their collection. It comes with 60 eyeshadows, 20 of them are new, and it does also include a double-ended brush. So to start off, I'm going to use the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid using this brush by Zoeva. To set my eyeshadow primer, I am going to be using Tarte's Translucent Powder, and I'm just going to be applying this all over my crease and transition area. Next, I'm coming in with the color Lily, and I'm just applying that all over the brow bone. For my transition colors, I am going to be using the color Reflection first, and then I'm going to be mixing in a little bit of Chessboard. Next, I'm going to be using the color Dormhouse and Paradox, and I'm going to be blending this in with my MAC 224 still. We're just basically creating a whole mixture of colors that are going to look really pretty together. Next, into the crease, using my MAC 217 brush, I am going to be using this color called Slazengrum. I believe that's how you say it. Excuse me if I get it wrong, but it has an orangey, almost pink tone to it, as you guys can see, and you just want to blend this in until you are happy with it. And I basically ended up layering it about 5 times, so you don't have to do it as dark as this. I just wanted it a little bit more intense because I was doing a Mad Hatter inspired look. If you guys see the movie, or if you look at a picture of the Mad Hatter, he has candy cane eyeliner, so I just wanted to do something crazy and colorful and something that kind of matched his eyeliner. So again, I'm just intensifying this color. And now I'm just going to be putting down this base, and this is a creamy white base from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just using my concealer brush from Luxie Beauty. Okay, so now we're going to be putting down a whole bunch of colors. The first one is Royal Flush, and we're just going to apply that to the first, inner third, and also our inner corners. The second color that we're going to come in with is going to be Metamorphosis, and we're just going to apply that to the center, and always make sure to mix it and blend it with the next color. Next, we're applying Time, and this is a darker blue, and we're just going to apply this to the outer corners, again blending it in with the color that we had already put down. Now we're going to be using Heads Will Roll, which is a lighter green, and the last color that I'm going to be using on the top lid is going to be Hatter, which is another green. Girls, I have no idea what I was thinking here. I got really nervous. I thought this was all going down the garbage, but it ended up being okay. It turned out okay, so that's the color that you're going to want to use in the crease. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to our lower lash line. The color that we're going to be using first is the Slazengrum color again, and we are going to just mix more colors. So the next one is going to be Gone Mad, and this is just a dark purple color. We're just going to blend that on the outer edges. Next, we are going to be using Cake, and this is just a brighter kind of fuchsia color, and we're going to be blending that pretty much all the way through, but not all the way to the inner corner. In the inner corner, we're going to be using more Slazengrum, and you just want to intensify that color. So now we're moving on to the eyeliner, and I am going to be using Ico's Black Magic Eyeliner and also the NYX Liquid Eyeliner in white. So first, I'm just going to do a winged liner with the black Ico eyeliner, and I'm going to bring this all the way into the inner corner, and I am going to fill it in with the NYX Cosmetics Liquid White Eyeliner. If you guys have seen Alice Through the Looking Glass or have looked at pictures of the Mad Hatter, you can see that he has candy canes as his eyeliner. I was not going to do candy canes, but I still wanted to keep the white of the Mad Hatter look. So this is what I decided to go with. because this isn't enough, we are now going to come in with Makeup Atelier Paris glitter eyeliner, and I'm going to be applying this above what we already have, and I'm going to take it about halfway. I'm coming in with a little thin flat brush just to intensify it. We are also going to apply this to the bottom of the wing. Next, I'm coming in with a Solar Flare. This is a sparkler from Makeup Geek, and I'm just using a mixing medium to mix it with, and we're just applying that to the other half of the eyeliner, and as you guys can see, it's just right above the black eyeliner that we had already done earlier. Next, I am going to be using a glitter from Makeup Atelier, the little bottle that you see here, and it's just a loose glitter. I'm also using a mixing medium to apply it with, and I'm just applying that on the inner corners. I'm just going to bring it all the way up into the crease about halfway, just to make it look really pretty and dreamy and fairy tale-ish, you know, because it is Alice through the looking glass after all. For the waterline, I am going to be using Urban Decay's 24/7 pencil in the color Woodstock. And for lashes, I am going to be using these lashes by Vegas Nay. So for my top lashes, I am using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. And for the bottom lashes, I am going to be using the Better Than Sex Mascara by Too Faced. So to contour, I'm going to be using this bronzer by IT Cosmetics as well as the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I'm just using my angled brush from Luxie Beauty. You guys can use coupon code GlitterBeauties for 20% off if you're interested in any of the pink brushes. They also have a beautiful Cinderella set. It's like a periwinkle color. I love. Anyway, for blush, I'm going to be using Becca Cosmetics Tiger Lily blush. It is one of the softest, best blushes I've ever used. For highlighter, I'm going to be using Becca's Champagne Pop, one of my absolute favorites. Look at that glow. The brush that I'm using is also by Luxie Beauty. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more of the Tiger Lily blush, you know, just because you can never have enough. And lastly, for lipstick, I am going to be using Stila's Baci. It's Baci. I have no idea how to say it. Baci. Anyway, I think it means kiss in Italian. Anyway, that is it. That is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys next time. We love you so much. Until next time. Bye.